Welcome back. So I guess LeBron James is in a little bit of a trouble here. It's kind of hard to say if it's really trouble or not. So he had made a post about, I believe her name was Ma'Khia Bryant. Yeah, Ma'Khia Bryant right there. And so this is the original post. I'm so dang tired of seeing black people killed by police. I took the tweet down because, oh, this is the follow-up tweet. Took the tweet down because it's being used to create more hate. This isn't about one officer, it's about the entire system. They always use our words to create more racism. I'm so desperate for more accountability. Let's see. See here by this is what is this? NBC News? Okay, by Wilson Wong. LeBron James explains his decision late Wednesday to delete a tweet about the fatal shooting of a 16-year-old, Ma'Khia Bryant. Let's see, on Wednesday afternoon, the Los Angeles Star tweeted a photo that appeared to show the officer who was involved shooting of Bryant, and the caption said, "You're next, accountability." That's a little rough. That could maybe be doxing. From a perspective, it does kind of seem like he's calling for people to hurt this cop since that girl was killed, and maybe people will interpret it as you're gonna die next to the cop instead of maybe connecting it to the Derek Chauvin case where it's like you're gonna be sent to prison next. Backlash was swift. Let's see. Accusing the NBA champion of inciting violence. Okay. Against a police officer, kind of like what I was saying. This is disgraceful and dangerous, he said. Is the NBA okay with this? Is Twitter. Here's Tom Cotton tweeting, LeBron James inciting violence against an Ohio police officer. This is disgraceful and dangerous. Is the NBA okay with this? Is Twitter. So that was the Tom Cotton tweet. I would have to assume that the NBA was not okay with that. I guess they do allow their players to do some kind of cultural opinions, to put them out there and use their platform and their voice, but they can't be okay with that. I mean, there's only so much you can really say before you're actually calling for somebody to hurt somebody. So yeah, the NBA probably told him to take it down, either that or some sponsors did. I even saw some post out about China made him do it. I'm not going to get into that though. So here, James used the platform as one of the world's most famous athletes, become a leading voice on social justice issues. I mean, I guess here he talks about getting more. This is about the entire system. Desperate for more accountability. Where is his? Okay, this is his after tweet, I guess. Anger does any of us good, and that includes myself. Gathering all the facts and educating does, though. So alright, yeah, down here, anger does not do any of us good. That's kind of what I assumed he was going to say there. Anger is still here for what has happened to that little girl. My sympathy for her family, and may justice prevail. Okay, so yeah, I like what he's saying here. He didn't have all the facts. He wasn't educated on it. He probably, I don't want to go to Twitter. He probably just heard, a 16-year-old black girl was shot by cops, fatally shot by cops, or a white cop. So he just probably was angry and just made a quick post about it, and instead he got all this backlash because he didn't do the homework about it. Apparently this girl had a knife and was trying to stab another person. So now he's gathering the facts, and he actually deleted the tweet because he probably realized he messed up, and it's good to do your research before you come out with a statement, especially somebody as prominent and known as LeBron James. I mean, he is probably the biggest star on the planet, sports-wise. Yeah, you should probably do your research, LeBron. Come on now. So here's another article talking about, again, 16-year-old Ma'Khia Bryant. The superstar said he's gathering more facts in the case, which is good. I mean, he can be mad that she's dead, and it sucks. I don't want to see anybody dead, regardless of their skin color, or, I don't care who kills them regardless of their skin color. Like, people shouldn't die. And if the cops had another way of disarming her, if she did have a knife, they should have used that way instead of just bang bang. But I think that's how they're trained anyway, is if somebody has a deadly weapon and they're trying to kill somebody else, I think they have the right to just shoot them. Say, looks like this is just more of talking about the same thing as the other one. So, your next could certainly be interpreted by someone even as a call for violence. Okay. So, who's Cruz here? Fox Party Cruz. Oh, Senator Tom Cotton and Ted Cruz. Okay. I mean, they don't really do much. So, they're all just kind of talk also. They just sit around and complain. Don't get anything done either. So, again, I mean, it sucks that this little girl died. I know there's some stuff people talking about. She did have a knife. She was trying to stab someone or was going to stab someone. And I'm sure there'll be more news about this. But for the time, Lebron should probably do all his homework. Everybody, I encourage you to do your research before you come out and make claims like this, regardless of your status in society. Obviously LeBron's huge. Even if you're just a normal person, you should probably do your research. Let's actually look at some comments here. 50 crap. Oh, here's some replies. You're the one creating more hate in this situation, clown, says Logan Hall. Dang. What about the accountability of parents who are raising kids that think stabbing people is okay? I mean, that's a good point. You should not raise your kids to think stabbing people is okay. Let's look at a couple more replies here. You tried threatening a police officer who saved a young woman's life when another woman tried to stab her. Don't you have some human rights violations in China to defend? Well, I don't know about China. We're not going to get into that again. Alright, we're not going to go to that one. So, I mean, so far, it looks like once they silence you, take nothing down, don't let them win, keep speaking out. Thank you for doing it. So this guy's actually in kind of support of LeBron. That's kind of surprising looking at all these other ones. I say, yeah, here liked 5.9 thousand times. She had a knife and was about to stab a black woman. So it might have been a good thing that the cop shot her, saved another woman's life from getting stabbed. I guess you could argue that if the lady got stabbed, she could have survived. So they both would have survived, but just one person would have been stabbed. So the girl with the knife should have just then killed the other girl by stabbing her in the neck, and the officer should have just watched and let that happen. That's a good point. It's kind of like a lose-lose situation for the cops there. If they just watch her, people would just say, oh, you're racist, you just watched that girl get stabbed. But since they shot the girl, they go, oh, you're racist, you shot the girl. Like, LeBron, really take your time, do some research. I don't care about the life of the black woman wearing pink in this photo, whom Ma'Khia Bryant was attempting to stab when she was shot by the officer. Do you think the police officer shouldn't stop stabbings? People are, I mean, these are pretty good points. LeBron might be in a little bit of trouble for this. I mean, he has King James, according to his handle and stuff, so he'll be fine. I'm pretty sure he's already like a billionaire anyway. He's not going to lose any money or nothing. You can't, like, when you're the best, you can pretty much do it and say whatever you want. Aside from, like, murdering people. I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure his PR people were like, yay, LeBron, you got to take this down. This is way too much. You're getting into this. Like, you got to do some research here. But I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens next. I'll keep my eye on the news. Let me know if you guys see anything or what you want to talk about next, or if you think that girl should have been shot, or if LeBron was in the wrong for saying these things. It's kind of all up to interpretation of what LeBron's tweets meant. But hey, whatever. Thanks for watching, though.